Closing bell, we're about 4.5 minutes away, and look at the markets. Again, we have got records for the S&P and the Nasdaq. Russell is tacking on 2 points at the moment. Dow's been struggling just a bit, but way off the lows of the session. Had been down 201 points, now down just about 32. We told you about chipmaker Micron, but look at SanDisk. These are the memory chip makers. They are really, really needed when it comes to all things data centers and AI. They are spicing up the market, both hitting all-time highs. Micron at the very top of the S&P 500. Both of them getting a jolt from Melius Research. We already told you about the buy rating on Micron, but also SanDisk got a buy rating and a $1,350 price target. Right now, it's at $1,067 and change. Our countdown closer says if you aren't invested in chips, you're missing out on the secret sauce of this market. Joining me now, Key Advisors Wealth Management co-founder and CEO Eddie Ghabour. Eddie, aren't we buying at the top? Are you advising people to buy high?
Well, we think they're going to go higher. So, one of the biggest things that this market has going for it is this has probably been the most hated rally I've seen in my career, because I think a lot of people got caught flat-footed here over the last 2 weeks. And a lot of times with markets is when they're making new highs and you're seeing volume increase, they'll continue to make higher highs and higher lows. And that's exactly what we're seeing. So we've got strong earnings coming up. The economy is showing a reacceleration, in our opinion, which is why it's looking through some of the energy shocks that everyone was so concerned with. And yes, we'll get some pullbacks, but I think so many people were off sides on this that those pullbacks will get aggressively bought. So, and a lot of these tech companies have been flat for several months and have just recently broken out. So a lot of times when they have these long bases, when they start to break out, like NVIDIA today, that's the start of a new run. So we think there's a lot of upside in tech. And the sell-off that we recently had was the best thing that could have happened, because it was a very crowded trade. It shook a lot of people out, and now I think it's off to the races.
Well, listen, NVIDIA was at 150 and change as recently as just a couple of weeks ago. And so, yes, it has charged up higher. But again, I don't like telling people that they should buy at a record high. Would you wait at least for even just a blip of a pullback?
Depends on how you're currently positioned. If you are almost fully invested, then the answer to that is yes. But if you're sitting on a large cash position and you have plenty of ammunition to continue to buy, you have to start a position at some point in time or it's going to get away from you.
Okay, moving on, because I can tell you that clearly there are so many names out there. When you're talking about the chip makers, Amazon last week hitting a record high. Andy Jassy just told me a couple of weeks ago about the company's chip business. They're making the Graviton, they're making the Trainium with the help of ARM. ARM's down 8-9% today. That's a company that's doing CPUs, and CPUs are in huge demand. How about that?
So the thing with this space is it is extremely volatile, right? So it's not for the faint of heart. And these names have had big run-ups. So you're going to see 6 to 8% moves. But when you take a look from a technical perspective, they continue to make higher highs in a lot of these names. And I think for a lot of investors, going into ETFs kind of gives you the best of both worlds. So you don't have to bet on one company for that volatility, because these ETFs are still skyrocketing and generating a tremendous amount of alpha in portfolios.
Eddie, if somebody's not interested in buying chips right now, or they feel they've saturated too much of them in their portfolio, or enough at least, what else? You actually like some of the small and mid-cap areas, too.
We do. We think right now the beauty of this is the market is broadening out. So tech is not the only game in town. So I think small caps is an area that's going to do extremely well. The bar is set really low for earnings for them. So we think they're going to beat to the upside on earnings. And then you can also look at industrials and even financials. Because, again, if we're going to get an acceleration of growth economically and a Fed that's maybe a little bit more friendly from a monetary policy perspective, these things should all continue to go. So you can broaden out and reduce risk in your portfolio.
Eddie, so nice to see you on set. Great to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Much appreciated. Here we go, folks. The markets, we've got 2 records, the S&P and the Nasdaq, all-time highs.